Hey Taurus, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. For those of you who are new, welcome to the channel. I am Nicole. This is going to be your September 2023 reading. This will be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus cross watcher if that is you. Thank you for tuning in as well. I discern the messages accordingly. Remember that not every message will be for you, so do not force things to fit, very simply. For those of you who have liked, subscribed, donated, and booked personal readings with me, thank you so very much. It is greatly appreciated. I enjoy being able to do this, and your love and support goes a long way to support the channel and keep things moving forward. So, thank you. Sending lots of love. Taurus, let's see. Oh, side note, if you guys are interested in booking a personal reading with me, you can check out that information in the description box below, as well as the about section of the page, or check me out at holisticallyzenwv.com for a full list of products and services. So, on that note, Taurus, I was doing some meditating, kind of catching the vibe of what's going on. I'm hearing time, consistency, attention, energy, and effort. I also feel like somebody here is viewing somebody else. We'll see. I get the feeling, Taurus, that you may be in a very bullish energy right now, not listening to reason, not hearing things the way that you need to. It's almost like, I don't want to call it a standoff, but it's like this energy of a stubborn, it feels stubborn to me, is going to be the best way to put this. And it's like you're looking out at things. You may have other people around you looking out at things differently. It's an interesting energy, is all I can say to this point. So, we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. Taurus, I will say this to you, and welcome to the August super blue moon. Here we are. It's today, August 30th. It's Wednesday. Hopefully this video gets, look at this hair. Craziness. Hopefully this video gets loaded up today for you guys. I hope. We'll see what happens between now and then. We've got a couple other ones doing their thing as well. So let's dive in, Taurus. I'm interested because with these retrogrades and stuff, you know, it's really affecting the Taurian energy. And, you know, flip to that, you know, is Scorpio. So you see that happening as well. I'm not solid on this card, but I'm going to take it for right now. It talks about grounding, and Taurus, there's your energy, earth energy, needing to ground, needing to get back to a place of center. I get this chaotic feeling around you right now. And it's like you're there, you're in the center of it, and yet there's like chaos and confusion. Okay? So it's kind of like the world around you is spiraling and spinning, tornado type of energy. And you're just kind of planting yourself down, and that may be that stubborn bull. You know, you're the bull, right? Stubborn bull energy. I'm just gonna sit. It's like some chief Indian. I'm just gonna sit right here, and I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna move my stance on this. But geez Louise, I feel like we got a bunch of them that fell. It's time to reassess, Taurus. It's time to reassess. These readings that I've done today have been very blunt and to the point. I feel like pivot and pause. I feel like you guys, there's so much energy around you. And again, this can be those retrogrades, right? Allow and choice. Allow for the choices around you to take place. Allow, allowance, allow. Let's just see. All right, I got chills going up my back right now. All right, for Taurus, please, Spirit, what does Taurus need to know at this time? September. Pay attention. Pay attention. I'm telling you, get out of your way of doing things. I feel like, Taurus, you're standing in your own way, and you, again, have this very linear kind of perspective, and it's like everybody else, as much as there's chaos going on around you, you're dead center to that, and you're making up your mind. Spirit is saying energy and addictions. This is giving me devil vibes, right? The devil, number 15 in the deck, right? And it's like toxicity, obsessions, patterns, behaviors, thought processes, like something's trying to move you, and you're not seeing it. And it was 5:01 on the clock, inverted, right? Something's being mirrored back to you. So you've got this chaos on the outside. You've got this bullish energy of standstill, but internally there is this feeling something is being stirred up that is triggering something. Pay attention. Pay attention to that. You're being given both subtle ones and the ones that can't be missed. There's signs. There's signs and symbols that are trying to ask for help. Taurus, I'm telling you, something is shifting right now. Something is not meant. 15 again on when it breaks down. Something is shifting. Pay attention. Pay attention. It says you're being asked to request help from another. You don't need to deal with the issues alone. There are many people who want to help you, but it's up to you to bravely ask for their support. It is a sign of strength to reach out. Do that today. I feel like there's some kind of sorrow coming, Taurus, and I feel like this is about, like you're gonna, whatever this is, Spirit's telling me to pull two more. Okay. Whatever this is meant to pull you out of some kind of self-defeating belief. Okay? It's to make you understand that the heaviness of whatever you've been through, whatever you're going through, whatever it is to come, doesn't have to be so damn serious. Whatever that means for you. There is something being triggered within you, whether it's related to, and I'm going to go back to this, we've got these retrogrades, right? And I forget exactly which ones are messing with you specifically. But you've got to pay attention to that triggering. This could be related to a past person in your life. This could be related to love. This could be related to job. This to me feels personal, though. So to me, I would say family related, and this can be love related. Anything that requires your passion, your love, and attention from the internal heart space. Taurus, that's you. That's the chakra center you rule is the heart. Pay attention to that right now. Extra confirmation. We got bells and whistles going off over here, right? All right, what does this pay attention about for Taurus for the month of September, please? Allow. There's that same damn card I seen. Allow. You're being asked to open your energy field and take down your walls of protection in order to allow goodness into your life. Sometimes without even realizing we block ourselves from the flow of life, it is safe to open yourself back up. Taurus, I'm going to lay this down to you. Slow down. It says slow down. Pause. Reflect. Reassess. If you are dealing with addictions, obsessions, toxic patterns, bad behaviors, I don't give a flat. I want to like kind of whoop your ass in this one, Taurus, which I tend to do for some reason. You have got to stop pushing against the grain. If addictions are controlling your life, stop it. If bad patterns and habits are in your life and you keep doing it, stop it. If family members are giving you shit, stop it. Like there is, and it's like you're doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, trying to control how this moves. I for whatever reason, I keep going back to addiction. Addiction can be drugs, alcohol, smoking, sex, gambling, people, whatever. Okay? Whatever it is. But if you are struggling with addiction, reach out. There's that ask for help. Ground your energy. Ground the chaos that is living internally. You are going to burn yourself out, and you can take that however you want to. Spirit just said food. Whatever the food thing is, too. It is time to pause. It is time to slow down. It is time to get your shit back in alignment, because I feel like you guys are not there right now. Like I'm hearing from Spirit, cry for help. Like, you know something is stirring, you know something is coming, you know things are starting to spiral. You have to ask for help in whatever way that looks for you in your specific situation, and ground your damn energy. It's almost like you're flying around in air and fire. That's not who you are. You need to be stable. You need to be practical. You need to be grounded. This does not work for you. Whatever this is does not work for you. One more card for Taurus, please, for September. Tuesdays. Tuesdays are a specific day that Spirit is speaking of. Tuesdays, for whatever reason. Step back. Lighten up and step back. Underneath that believe. I've just shuffled these cards how many times? Believe keeps coming out on the bottom. You have been brought to where you are for a reason. For a specific reason. And Taurus, I just had a feeling before I sat down to do this reading, this was going to be it. This was going to be something that is going to totally change you. This is like dark night of the soul. It is to pull you back down. 11:11, you will be protected through whatever this is, but you have got to get the hell out of your own way. Truly. Take the step back. You're being asked to take a step back from your life in order to gain perspective. When you are too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so you can get that perspective that is needed. So freaking important. Whatever is going on in your life, now I'm going to say this, if you're dealing with addictions, toxicities, yeah, it's clearly a serious matter, right? Like, you need to address that from that space. But when we talk about lightening it up, right, it is to find the joy in life to the simplest form. It is back to the basics. It is to be in a space of gratitude. I feel like recently, to me, is how this feels. You've allowed shit to spiral. Or you may, again, I will say this, you may be in the process of beginning to allow things to spiral. Spirit is saying, check yourself. Check yourself right now with this pay attention. Allow the changes that are taking place to take place because they are happening for your highest good. You may not like it. You may not be appreciative of it, but it's going to help you. It's going to open you up to a new direction. I feel like some of you in Taurus, you and Scorpio just started a whole new thing. You just closed out karmic shit, left, right, and sideways coming out of that north and south node, right? This is a new chapter in your life. This is a new beginning in your life. Use it for your highest good. Do not, 1313, death card, right? End, change, transformation. Do not let this shit repeat. Period. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like, I feel like I need to be super firm and just say that to you, that you need to not let the same old repeat. This lighten up, I'm going to read it to you. You are being asked to remember that life doesn't always have to be so serious. Yes, there are hard things happening. No, it's not always easy to be here on earth, but you can always find time to laugh, be silly, and have fun. It's so important that you do so. You need to get out in nature. You need to take a pause. You need to take a step back. You need to ask for help. And I'm going to tell you that believe on the bottom of this is ask your guides. Ask your angels. Ask spirit. Pay attention to your dreams right now, too. You're doing shit the same old way. Taurus, tough life lessons. I don't know if there's any other way to explain tough life lessons right now. And it may feel like you're drowning in them. Because I'm going to say this is like threefold. This pertains to the mind, the body, the spirit. There are levels to this of here in the 3D world, right? And then there's going to be a higher elevation lesson in this. And then there's going to be a divine spiritual lesson. Again, dark night of the soul kind of energy of this is going to transform you. And you can either get on board with spirit and let this take place for your higher good, or kaboom, Tower moments are going to come in and they're going to change it out for you. 15 on the clock. All right, Spirit, for Taurus. These are the mantra cards. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. You got, your energy just keeps falling. It's like it's all over the place. 15. As I look up again, 15, 15. That damn devil card, right? Come on, guys. Do not re-engage with shit that doesn't work. You know, Spirit just gave it. Do not re-engage. What does Taurus need to know? My choices determine how brightly I shine. Expressing free will. Next one, healing heartbreak. My heart will love again. Like, there's something you are holding on to. I talked about that 3. There it is. There's 3 centered points pointing to the divine. It is time to trust that what is meant to be will always be. Even if you don't see things the same as somebody else or something else, like, you're going to have to allow for that. For Taurus, please, Spirit. Balancing the brain. I talked about those 3s, right? The mind, the body, the spirit. There you go. It's elevating, right? I can be and do all at once. To me, this is, again, about lightening up that load. That you can be in a space of centered and balanced. You can still have fun. You can still enjoy life, but you can also take that perspective of a step back. You know, when you're in something emotionally or you're feeling a certain way about it, you know, it's like we go to our friends and, like, you know, you have a friend that says, I told you, you shouldn't have done that. I could see it coming a mile away, right? We can't see it because we're sitting in it. We're in it. We're invested into something, so we can't see beyond our face. But on the outside perspective looking in, there's something totally different to be seen, the whole different dynamic. So for you, it's like you need to be your own best friend and take a step back and go, does this even make sense? Is it going to make sense 6 months from now? Is it going to make sense 3 years from now? Is it going to make sense 50 years from now? Because if it doesn't, then what am I doing? It doesn't make sense. Celebrating simplicity. I am more fulfilled when there's less to manage and maintain. Slow down. I talked about that spiraling, right? There's so much shit going on around you and in you. Again, you can't see the forest for the trees. You can't see your face. You can't see anything. You're just like spiraling with everything else, and you're picking up all of this energy, people, situations. It can be work, it can be friends, it can be family, it can be your partner, it can be all of these things. But Taurus, it's surrounding you, it's encompassing you, it's hanging on to you energetically, and you're allowing it, and you're becoming like where you were in this space of, oh, these things are great, fantastic, and then shit starts getting all wonky with these retrogrades, and you're continuing to stay in it though. You're not sitting back and discerning going, this doesn't really make sense. That's not such a great idea. This is not quite what I want. It's like you're not listening to your higher self. You're not paying attention. And you can't pay attention when you're ungrounded, when you're not in the present moment, when you're not aware. This is like, to me, intuitively, right? The last 18 months that we spent in that Taurus and Scorpio North and South node, there were a lot of lessons to learn. And it's like, Taurus, right now you're stepping into this whole new cycle. Maybe started it off on the right foot. A few things had to play out since July, right? But now it's like you are going right back to the shit you've already learned. Why do you want to do that again? Why? Ask yourself, why do I want to do that again? Spirit's granted you a new beginning, a new start, a new way, like clearing out those karmic things. And it's like all of a sudden, here you are a month later going, I think I forgot those lessons, Spirit. You want to repeat those again? Do what? You know, Spirit, why would you want to repeat those? Did you not learn? It's like, I feel like Rafiki, right, from The Lion King needs to come and like bash you on top of the head with a stick. Clunk, you know, did you hear me? Did you listen? Are you paying attention? That's how this feels, Taurus. Whatever the cycles are from before, like I as a person, right, sitting here doing this, reading these for you, just want to go, What are you doing? For God's sakes, don't repeat these things. Like, it's a plea from my heart to yours, from Spirit, the divine. Don't repeat these things. You're setting yourself up for failure. And this isn't going to be an attempt in learning, because you've already learned this lesson. You've already done this work. You know, if you've gotten, I'm going to say, because I go back to the addictions for some reason. If you've done this healing, if you've gotten sober, if you've put in the work, you know, whatever it is, you've learned not to love people like you did in the past, whatever it might be, you're going right back into it. Stop it. You didn't put in the work. It's like, you know, when we quit, you know, I'll use me as quit smoking, right? Like, you count down those first 24 hours. My God, I got through the first day. So then the second day, you decide, you know what, hell with it. I'm just gonna do it again anyhow, just one, right? So now that clock has restarted. That's what's happening here, Taurus. You're restarting that clock every time you engage in these things. Whatever they are for you, they're going to show up differently for all of you. But you're re-engaging. I don't care if it's people, friendships, addictions. It doesn't matter. But whatever this is toxic as fuck. It's not healthy. And you're losing your sense of self. You are losing your sense of... Spirit just keeps like highlighting December. It's like a Las Vegas sign going December, 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 December. Pay attention to what was going on in your life in last December. Maybe this December is imperative. I'm not sure yet. December. What happened in December of a certain time? I'm going to say a certain year, a certain time frame. This could go back 3 years. This could be moving forward 3 years. Pay attention to the lessons, and you go back those 3 years. That includes those 18 months of the Taurus and Scorpio North and South Node. What the hell was going on, and why are we doing this again? So important. And Taurus, I'm sorry to be whipping your ass all over the place, but guys, understand that I am here to help you. And these spiritual messages come in, and it's my job to deliver them, and I embrace that, and I am thankful for the gifts that I have to be able to do this. But my God, please listen to me. Whatever these things are, please listen to me. Please listen to Spirit. It's not even me. Like, I am the conduit for these messages, right? Pay attention. Somebody needs to hear this. And maybe, Taurus, you could be dealing with somebody who you see starting to spiral out of control again. You know, again, place it where it needs to go. But something's got to shift here. All right, let's see. Past, present, and future for you, Taurus. Guys, I love you. I want to see you, seriously, like I want to see you do well. I want to see everybody move forward. Your heart space is the problem. We're either numbing or we're getting caught up in this shit again. Like, either way, Taurus, you're getting caught. You're getting caught up into something that is not serving of your higher good. Plain and simple. What do we got on the 5? It is change. So much change is taking place right now for everybody, Taurus. It's not just you. But it's what you do with that change, and right now you're sitting in a low-vibing energy. Do not be so stubborn that you're not willing to ask for help. Do not be so stubborn that you refuse to see what needs to be done for yourself. Because remember, you're not hurting anybody else, you're hurting yourself. Pay attention. Journey. It's time to walk away. It's time to walk away from something that you may have thought would bring you happiness or joy. It's time to let go of the baggage of the past. It is time to move forward and move on. It's like you guys have sat in this, you think about north, south, east, west, right? You've gone every direction but one. And that might be the last turn that you need to take to understand something at a higher level. You've learned, like, this is like your last, I'm going to call this your last chance of getting it right this time. That sounds so, like, dramatic, right? But it's like the truth. It's your last chance to get it right this time around. Don't fuck it up. You don't want to mess it up. And I feel like all you're searching for at the end of the day is your happiness. To be stable, to be grounded, to be put together. But there's a difference between the spiritual world and the tangible world, right? Common sense there. you are being given divine guidance to do things differently. And yet, that defensive, I'm good. I've got this. I'm in my position. I'm in my power. No, you're not. No. I just keep hearing, I'll do it on my own. I'll do it on my own. 25. You can. So what, you're going to let your pride and your ego get in the way of you getting the attention and the help. I don't want to say attention, but the help that you need to make things change. And what it's going to do is shut you back down. And you are going to repeat a cycle. If you've got Taurus in your chart in a prominent placement, this reading, Spirit is saying, is absolutely for you. We've got 7 signs in retrograde. That 7 is prominent. And the more we have in retrograde, the harder the lesson is going to be, Taurus. If you don't get out of your own way. Plain and simple. Get out of your own way. This patient, it's like all of a sudden, if you have to take a step back, time is standing still, and it kind of plays across to me like a movie. Like when you finally get to a point that you're willing to take a step back and take a look at things, you're like, whoa, wait a second. That was stupid. Why'd I do that? Dumb. And that's where you kind of shut down. Kind of go into your home into a hermit mode, locking yourself down, holding on for dear life, going, God, I don't know if I can put up with this. This road is so bumpy. As I say that, this road is so bumpy, there is the Chariot, one at the bottom. The Devil card. Balance is trying to be restored with that Justice. Taurus, I'm telling you. You cannot take shortcuts. And Taurus, I know I've said this to you guys before. In the past, I would say in the last 6 months, maybe, if I go back and look at those last 6 months of the readings that I've done, taking shortcuts. Trying to get what it is in this adult life that you didn't have as a child. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. You're asking for things that are not somebody else to give to you. They're not for them to give to you. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, 2 of Cups. For Taurus, please, Spirit. Some of you may feel like you've had bad luck in relationships with that 2 of Cups. You may be dealing with some health ailments as well. You may be fully aware of this, and yet you're choosing to walk away and ignore it. There's things about this of union, of the intuitive sense, the assertiveness, that it's like it's being ignored. You know, 8 of Cups is like, well, I'm going to pretend I didn't see that. I'm going to put the blinders on. It's like going out and partying one night, or, you know, if you, again, I'm going to go back to those addictions for whatever reason. Well, yeah, I did something I shouldn't have done last night, and I, you know, had a weak moment, but I'm just going to pretend yesterday didn't happen, keep moving forward. Well, guess what? The more you ignore those things, they're right behind you. They don't go away. They keep creeping up behind you. So, for as much as you try to hide it, it's being illuminated. And it will continue. Spirit will continue to illuminate these toxic situations for you until you get it. And then, just like this time, like, you moved out, you handled some karmic stuff, you moved forward, new slate, but you had to go through some hellish lessons. Why do you want to repeat those? The Queen of Wands, she's learned her lessons, right? She didn't get to that space because she didn't. And you may be looking at somebody to kind of come in and teach you those lessons, or to try to save you in some capacity. It's not their job. It's your own. You look at that Wheel of Fortune card in the reverse. And Taurus, here we go. So many times I've done the readings, and you guys have been the longest, and I think this is what we're heading towards right now. The Wheel of Fortune, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius energy. Queen of Wands, Aries, I'm like forgetting Leo, Sagittarius. You're trying to remain fierce in the face of adversity. And Spirit's saying they can't match wits with it. So, discern what that means to you. But it's like you don't want to give thought to the confusion that's around you. You don't want to give, like, you've got this shit going on, right? And it's like you're pretending and walking away from the underlying causes, the underlying situations. It's like, I'll just keep my thoughts and my feelings to myself. And then I don't have confusion. I don't have to think about another outcome or a way of being. You may be 2 and 2. 2s could be important to you right now. It's unions, that's partnerships, it's coming together. It's the duality. It's balancing, right? But a negative turn, well, again, Wheel of Fortune, negative turn of events. There's no other way to slice it. Things not working out the way that you would perceive them to, or hoping that they would. The letters A and R stand out to me as well for some reason. Again, I'm going to reiterate, Taurus rising. Pay attention to this reading. I don't know why, but Taurus rising as well. What is this victory? 9 of Wands. King of Pentacles. There you are, Taurus. Do not take foolish risk, even though that fool is in the upright. It's like, got the Page of Cups, the Magician, the Lovers. To me, this is holding out hope. 9 of Wands, Wounded Warrior, right? Your greatest successes right now are going to be to learn the lessons, because you are the fool, right? You've started this journey over. And if you've gone the last however many years without asking for help and truly taking it, you're being put in that position again. And this time again, you're going to have to do it differently. But I just keep hearing that you don't need that. It's like you're going, I don't need that help. What is this fool? The Empress. The 3 of Swords. You are trying to utilize something or somebody, something to that effect, to help heal you, to help you make up your mind on what it is. You can't be saved by something outside of you. There's a song, and I'm trying to think of what it's. I can't think of what it is. I can kind of hear it, but about can't be saved or something to that effect. Like someone's trying to save somebody. It's like I think it's like a little like a rap tune to it. I can't think of what the hell it's called. I don't even know who sings it, but it's like she can't be saved. She can't be saved. Something to that effect. I can't quite remember it, but it's like you're looking at that. You're looking at that, and through that, like it's like this idea of one trajectory of this will heal this. This will change this. And again, Taurus, if you are in a space of numbing in any capacity, that's not going to make it go away. Whatever this pain is, even though it is the 3 of Swords in the reverse and that Empress, intuitively, those 3s, right? This is outside of you. This is not within you. If you're looking for somebody or something to nurture that and give you, it's almost like you're looking for direction. You can ask for help, but you have to put in the work. You have to recognize it. It's like the first step in anything. And they use it in addiction, but it's not just addiction. That the first step in getting help is understanding that we have the problem. So if you're looking to fix something else outside of you, or to ignore the hurt within you, you're not acknowledging that there's a problem. And it's this Empress and this Two of Swords and that Three of Swords and that Nine of Wands and that King of Pentacles being you and that Fool. It's like running into a brick wall of doing it over and over and over again. It doesn't work. It does not work. And quite frankly, and then you got the choices on the bottom, the Lover's card, right? The Five of Cups, the Eight of Swords. You don't want to sit with your own shit. Like, this reading is wearing me out immensely. No offense. Not blaming you. But the energy that surrounds this heaviness is like, holy shit. It's not about whatever this is. It's about you. You're trapping yourself back into patterns and routines of misery. It's like you've manifested it. You've talked about the past so much. You've looked at the past for so long. You're calling it back in. Or you're going to it. Trying to get to it. Trying to remember. Trying to just, it's like a bad movie that just keeps replaying and replaying, a broken record that is just scratched and repeating, again, showing my age there, right? But it just keeps repeating. That's rough, Taurus. That's rough. I'm gonna clarify something. There's that damn Lover's card again. For those, give me 1 second. Okay, so Spirit. Those looking at that Two of Cups, what is that about? You may be dealing with somebody that walked away from you, that tried to give to you at some point, or you tried to give to them. You may be seeing them in a better position than you. You may be seeing them moving on, and that makes you angry. How dare they be happy? There's their Ten of Cups. How dare they evolve from where I was with them? Whatever that means for you. It's like, flip the deck open again. There it is, the Lovers. There may have been a point where you had a choice as to be a part of something in the past. And it's almost like you're reliving certain wounds because you want to come in. You want to come in and be like, well, what about me? What about us? What about this situation? People, it's a change in elevation. It's a change in the evolutionary process, Taurus. And it's like rejection and abandonment issues are coming back to the surface. I got left out, and that hurts. I need someone to nurture me. You may also have issues with your parent, a mother figure in your life. I need to be nurtured. I need to be cared for. You can ask for help and get the help that you need, but you also have to put in the work. You don't get to skip steps. What is this Empress in the Three of Swords in reverse about, Spirit? You do. It's like you see somebody walking off successfully, and it's almost begrudging that you've put the work in, because you also know that to some degree you've put the work in yourself. And again, I said you cleared out those karmic cycles, right? You know that you've started off on a new journey, and I want to say, be careful with the wheels of your car. As I'm looking at that Eight of Pentacles and that Chariot, be careful with the wheels of your car. Just saying. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to breathe shit into existence. But, it's like you know that you're the one who runs the show in your life. You get to decide what you're going to do in your life. But you want somebody else to fix it for you. You have the divine control. You get to reap the rewards. You're at 8 Pentacles. You've got to finish working through it. There's the next one. There's 9. 8 and 1 is 9. Why would you stop now? Why would you give up on yourself? Why would you quit now? Because something didn't work out? That's bullshit. It's a cop-out. Taurus, you're trying to hold that tower up. You're trying to prop it up. You're trying to take a step back and hold on. The step back that you're taking is not to reassess. This is to hold on to control. Fear. Fear-based. That Four of Pentacles is hanging on for dear life. He's holding down to everything he's got. Bullheaded, right? I said that standstill position when we started. There it is. I talked about that tower when we started this reading. There it is. You're going to hang on to this and you're going to create disaster for yourself. It's time to let go. This patience, you're like, I'm just going to hold out. I'm going to hold on. I'm going to hold out. It's going to be fine. You cannot sit in that. There's the moon. Knight of Cups in the reverse and the Queen of Swords. You're going to make... There are things behind the scenes, Taurus, that you're not seeing. Whether it's the divine plan, but it's like you've got that Queen of Swords with her hand extended going, hey, are you listening to me? 41, 41, 5, 5, change again. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Whatever this is, could be cold hard facts, cold hard truths about you. This could be cold hard facts about other people. That Page of Wands. The Ten of Swords. There's that 9. I talked about that 9 of Pentacles. You're getting to the 9. There it is. There are certain aspects of you right now that are meant to do this alone. Whatever that means for you. I just keep hearing shortchanged. That Taurus, you always feel like you're coming up empty-handed. Without, even if you show yourself as an independent energy that's comfortable and good to go, you feel betrayed by all these things in your life. All of these lessons that have been learned, the awareness that comes with them. There's always this feeling of, for every good opportunity, something shitty happens. There's a need to get out of that mindset. The mindset is trapping you. And it's like when it comes in real hot and heavy in the sense that it's almost like out of fury. It's action oriented. It's mentally oriented. But I think the biggest thing here is that we've got you got all these cards I've got laying here. You've got 3 of them. 3 cup cards. One being the 2 of Cups in the upright, however, the Wheel of Fortune being in the reverse. The 8 of Cups, which is walking away, and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. The Queen of Swords, she doesn't care about your feelings. Or that could be how you perceive it. With all these swords here, it's like, that's how you perceive it. It's not that. Taurus, understand that the universe uses us all to show, to teach each other what we need to know. And right now I feel like you guys are putting on a really good front. But you can put on that front to the world, and other people may not be able to see through it. Some will, some won't. But Spirit keeps the score. Spirit keeps the record. Spirit knows what you've done and what you haven't, what you've worked on, what you've not. It doesn't matter if anybody else knows. It's between you and God or Spirit or whatever you put your faith into. Something's happened here to trigger you back to that. Like, I feel like you've fallen back a few steps from where you were. From the lessons that you've already learned. Why do you want to repeat them? It's really, you guys, Spirit is saying, you guys getting on a page and staying on it. Like getting on the straight and narrow and staying on it. You do good for a while and then you veer off again. Abundance is your birthright, right? But you have to be able to put the work in to get there. This manipulation and this need of control and being angry with other people or feeling hurt and down and out and lacking, that mentality is going to get you nowhere. And if it's been self-created, you got to figure out why the hell you keep doing it. Why do you keep doing these things or engaging or whatever it might be? It's like hardcore reality check tours because you don't want to repeat this cycle. You do not want to go back to that. No matter what it is for you specifically, you do not want to repeat this. Because again, like I said earlier, it's like you've had 3 turns already. This is it. Or this is going to be something you bring back into the next cycle of life, and you're going to do this shit again. This is the last chance. All right, advice for, I'm telling you, you guys, every card wants to come out of the deck. Advice for Taurus, please, Spirit. Advice for Taurus. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry that I have spent this entire 46 minutes whooping on you. But it's been necessary. These messages are coming out, and you need to be aware. It's not my job to save your feelings. It's my job to help you. Sisters of the Star Blossoms. Whilst we each take our own journey to divine bliss and truth, we have soul friends that love us unconditionally and wish to help us, ask for help, find our way home with the least suffering and greatest joy. When we allow ourselves to be helped, we help others too. It is a spiral of support and love that wishes to connect more with you now. Divine connection, the inspired, intuitive messages you have been receiving, which are unconditionally loving, fearless, and encouraging you to grow and be your true self, are from your higher guidance. Beings of divine light are guiding you with the messages of unconditional love. It is safe to trust in your growing divine connection and inner knowing. Doing so will bring you great joy. Again, those messages, pay attention, allow for that, ask for help. You are safe. Remember 11:11, you are being guided. One more, Spirit. Immortal treasures. Within you are precious immortal treasures, gifts of your soul, which include the ability that you have to transmit healing. Whether formally or informally, your soul brings a special healing light to humanity. You have divine support in your role as a healer in whatever way, usual or highly unusual, that this is unfolding for you now. Aries, I believe, had that card also. I'm going to read this Bamboo Moon. I was only going to read the 3, but this, I don't know. I just like, it's the moon, right? It's the full moon tonight. Did you know that there are no mistakes in the universe, and all events, circumstances, relationships, and situations are unfolding in perfection with the timing and intelligence of the divine plan? Any apparent delay is in your favor. If something is happening for you right now, then that is perfect too. Divine timing is perfection. It is safe to trust this now. Trust in your divine connection. 48:48 on the timer. Breaks down to 3 and 3. Taurus, oh my God. Okay, so if you guys found this video resonated for you, hit that like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know where this fits in your life. You know, I'm wishing you guys the very best. The very, very best. If you need personal guidance, again, feel free to check out the description box below the About section of the page for personal services that I offer as well. Readings, distance Reiki, the list goes on and on and on of all the things that I tend to do. Taurus, you could, with all the signs on the table, you could have been dealing with a lot of different signs. So I'm going to leave that at that. But I'm wishing you guys the very best. Take care of yourselves. Do not repeat cycles. And I'm sending you a ton of love and blessing through this September. Be prepared for prepare for those changes. They need to happen. Get out of your own way. All right? I'm sending you love. Take care. Bye.